a bit warm in Tibooburra today. Car reckons it's 38 degrees and I reckon it's probably every bit of that.
Come back.
There's a bit of an old vintage school bus. Might have been someone's camping bus. Looks like it's seen better days, but it's also probably seen some great travels over the years. Interesting. Well, Tibooburra's right up there with all the local amenities. They've even got a drive-in theatre. Tibooburra Parents and Citizens, the corner drive-in. The site of the first and second school building in Tibooburra. In 1885 to 1890 was an old hospital. In 1891 to 1917 it was a school. And boy, it's hot out here. But yeah, we're at the drive-in in Tibooburra. Main street of Tibooburra. Friday about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Absolutely raging here at the moment. Going off. There's a familiar looking car. At least you didn't try to run me over this time. Choice of a couple of pubs in town, the Tibooburra Hotel. Or the Family Hotel. Which has a, I think they both have a pretty good reputation for food and accommodation. We might end up in there later for a beer or two. In the corner country store, that's where we've been buying our fuel. At the moment diesel's 228.9, which isn't too bad in my books, not for out here. And that's about it. It's the end of the road there and the road to the Warry Gate. Sunset Hill Lookout, 2 kilometres, that's where we're heading now. Just have a quick look. There's the Tibooburra Pioneer Park. This is the Sunset Hill Lookout over Tibooburra on a stinking hot 38-degree day. Obviously it's not sunset at the moment. There is a walk a bit further up, but I ain't walking up there in 38 degrees. Have a look at my car. That's the result of just a little bit of rain on the roads up to Cairn Corner. And I was taking it easy. There's some sections that were pulled right across the road, but they weren't too bad. And the road was still open. Roads further north of Cairn Corner were closed, all the way up to Inaminka and to the Stress track and all that. I don't know, they'll probably be open today though. It hasn't rained again since. So. Although we did have a few thunderstorms last night, but no rain. Oh, 38 degrees out here. At least when the sun goes behind the clouds, you can get a little bit of relief. Could you imagine Sturt walking through here? I'm guessing he wasn't wearing thongs. But anyway, pretty gutsy people. Just reading a plaque in this area that talks about the road between Tibooburra and the Warry Gate, and I was going on about it being bitumen and how amazing that was. Well, it was only finished in 2022, so we've got bitumen all the way from Tibooburra to the Warry Gate now. Golden Gully mining site with a baby goat in the wheel. Hey fella!
Just topping up fuel at Tibooburra before we head off tomorrow morning. Nice day today. He's smiling now. We're getting fuel, we're ready to head off tomorrow, which will be good.
$18.82, this pub. The Family Hotel. Oh, look at that. 1882, you reckon?
Yeah, look at the 25th of October.
Okay. No, day after your birthday.
Correct, but not in 1882.
No?
No.
G'day! Just had a nice feed down at the Family Hotel in Tibooburra, and we've headed off up to the lookout point. It's only a couple of K out of town. It's a sunset point here in Tibooburra. So we're going to walk up to the top and check out the sunset. Well, at least the temperature's dropped off a bit. It was 38 degrees today in Tibooburra. We don't normally come up into this area in November, or late November, almost December. Yeah, this was an unusual trip for us this time of the year, to come into these areas. Dramatic clouds. We had huge thunderstorms last night, but they didn't actually hit us in Tibooburra. But they did hit Packsaddle, and we just saw a report that the Packsaddle Roadhouse was flooded. How many mil of rain they get? 50 mil of rain. In how long? In half an hour up at Packsaddle. So yeah, pretty full on down there. I don't know why I keep doing this. Having a big feed at the pub and then going for a walk straight afterwards. Doesn't work.
Oh, come on, precious, you'll be right. You can do it.
Getting old. What can you see?
Blurry.
Maybe you need to focus it. Hello, missus.
Hello, mister.
What you doing here?
Just watching a bit of the sunset.
Late afternoon light and dramatic skies. And Michelle. Yeah, we've been in Tibooburra for 3 days. We checked out all the areas up towards Cairn Corner, and tomorrow we move on and we head down to Milparinka, which is only about 40k down the track, and we're staying there for a couple of nights to explore that area. So that's yet to come.
The Milparinka Hawker Gate Road.
Milparinka, established 1880. Well, that's 2 years before Tibooburra. which was 1882. We've moved on from Tibooburra. We've gone all of 42 kilometres and we're down here at Milparinka. Got a couple of days here. We're going to explore this whole area. We're just about to head out to Sturt's Cairn and a few of the other things down that road. It's pretty hot here, windy. Yeah, God, it must have been tough work for Sturt when he did come through this country. Just a little way out of Milparinka. We're heading down towards Depot Glen. It was a camp that Sturt set up. We'll go to Depot's Glen, Pool's Grove and Sturt's Cairn down Milparinka Road. Got a little bit of rain out here the other day, but you wouldn't know it now. It's on the Milparinka Road on our way out to Sturt's Cairn and Pool's Grove and Depot Glen. The only bit of mud.
Yep, and you found it.
And we found it. And we're at Depot Glen here. Yeah, we've been here once many years ago, probably 25 years ago or something. Hasn't changed a real lot, has it?
No.
To the memory of James Poole, second in command of Sturt's exploring party, died here on the 16th of July 1845. Is that the grave, is it?
No, it's somebody else.
Bit hard to make that blaze out on the tree there, but it says JP 1845. Depot Glen, James Poole gravesite. His camp at the depot was adjacent to here, near the last remaining waterhole during their drought-enforced study, January to July 1845. Just to go down to the creek. You can hear bees again. Hey, the creek's a bit dry. Wouldn't be much help, would it? Michelle's making a run for the car to get out of the heat. Sturt's Cairn, 6 kilometres. Oh, it's a gate. We're just looking at Mount Poole, and on the top of there is Sturt's Cairn. But I don't think you don't drive all the way to the top. There's a park and you have to walk up. But I might send the drone up, have a look at the Cairn. It's 38 degrees out there now, and she's pretty warm. We've just come back from a feed at the Milparinka Hotel and a couple of drinks. And the sun's on its way down, you can probably tell by the colours. And I'll just go for a walk around the caravan park and the old buildings around Milparinka and have a look. The caravan park is, none of this was here a while ago. Last time we were here it was definitely not here. But it's empty, as you can see. Well, it is late November. And it's getting pretty warm up here, so Not a lot of people around. We're just looking across to the pub at the moment. All these beautiful restored buildings. That's the back of the old courthouse. And this is the lockup. And this is Evelyn Cottage. The front of Evelyn Cottage. I love the light at this time of the day too. Things look just that little bit better in this light. Even me. Police barracks and police station. The lockup was at the back of that. And there's the courthouse. You can tell by the long shadows that it's getting late in the day. Oh, nearly a full moon up there too. Over there is the Albert Goldfields Mining Heritage Centre on the corner of Loftus and Thompson Street. We might get over there and have a look at that tomorrow. The Commercial Banking Company of Sydney Limited. So this was a bank. Doesn't look very secure to me. And this is the side of the pharmacy. And right down the rest of the street there's labels for different buildings that are no longer here anymore. And this one was the baker store with a large storage cellar beneath the building and an underground water tank for collection at the rear. That's what's in that caged area. They look like they might be ovens, baker's ovens. Harry Bloor Memorial Star Park. Got a nice spot set up here for stargazing. We're the only ones here. And the owners or managers. Every time you put the camera away, the sky changes just a bit and you want to pull it back out again. Anyway, we're just sitting on the balcony here of one of these historic buildings and watching the sun go down in Milparinka.